Hi, Donna Herding back again, about to do the second phase of our GoPro of 249 Scottsdale, the finish of the exterior and the inside tour. So we just came back from the path leading to the lake, and as you will see, here's the front of the house. Beautiful manicured gardens, lovely walkway that leads us into this property. Some really neat features about the outside. The hummingbirds love it here in the late spring and summer. I'm going to walk over to the walk up to the side deck just to show the septic system, because Colin is in the midst of his septic inspection, and there's Colin down there. Again, lovely views of the lake. The house sits right in the center of the lot. So there's lots of private tree line on both sides of the property. And here we go up the front entrance and into the house. First, you're greeted with a beautiful fiberglass door. It has been freshly stained but needs to be varathaned, and that's in the process of happening. Inside, you walk into this lovely entrance area. And I forgot to turn on all the lights so you could really appreciate all of that. You'll see a great area here off to the side for putting an entrance table. And the first room over here is the formal dining, easily converted to an upper bedroom, which I think Colin and Moira are thinking about doing. The cabinetry here in the corner is actually just temporary and can be removed because this cavity opens up to allow a full-size closet. You will see little features like built-in speakers that are run throughout the home, the master, dining, living. Speaking of the master, here we are. Raised cathedral ceilings, lovely big windows that open up the view to the lake. I'll give you a little bit of that view through the outside window. And then you leave here and you go through a walk-in closet that currently has the inspector's ladder, and from there into the gorgeous ensuite. Beautiful glass and tiled shower, full soaker tub, and then a vanity with single sink, double drawers, and everything is here. The only thing Moira needs to change is her light fixtures. One neat thing is this tile, which actually feels like leather. Back out through the master, we will come out into the main hallway. You will see a linen closet at the end of that hallway, a fairly large one. And then the main bath. I will put on some lights here. We're running water for the septic inspection, so it's a little bit noisy. This is the main bath, also a powder room, if you will, for guests. And you'll see again a nice large vanity, lots of counter space, and a nice wide open feeling. Back to the main entrance that we came in, you will see that there is a double-sized front foyer closet. Every closet in this home is lit on its own separate switch. You then come into the great room area, where again the ceiling goes up in a cathedral just like it does in the master. You will see that you can actually do two things here. You can have an eat-in kitchen set up, or you can use the formal dining, whichever you prefer. And you will get a glimpse of the outside deck that wraps around the property. Before I take you out there, however, let me show you the pièce de résistance, the kitchen. Beautifully custom-built kitchen with multiple attributes, lots of drawers, cupboards, nice countertop, beautiful appliances, and all of that leads to a lovely walk-in pantry, which I'll show you in a moment. Little details like glass doors that are on separate switches that are lit inside, wine fridge, pull-outs, dishwasher, of course, over-the-range microwave. You'll see that the kitchen is equipped with under cabinet lighting as well as above cabinet lighting Take a look up there. You can see the top of the cabinets lit up. You'll also see there's a separate veggie sink, and this is the area of the house that on the exterior looks like a turret, and it enables this whole section, which I'll call the bar because it has a wine fridge. And I must remind Colin, the next time I come back, I expect him to have some red wine in that fridge for me. And then I'll take you inside and just show you briefly the walk-in closet, which is housing a huge pantry space. So no more need to keep the food or the Costco items downstairs. There will be lots of room on the main level for that. Another really neat feature is this little area to put your cookbooks, room for 4 people to sit at the bar, as well as a chair and table set that is ideal for putting your laptop and doing some work while someone else is working in the kitchen. Another great feature here are the big windows. Again, everything looking out to that gorgeous view of the lake. You'll see a little temporary fire pit with a little chimney down there under the trees, and from here you can actually get a view of the dock. Not only is there a dock in the water, but there's actually a square wooden platform, if you will, and lots of natural sand. So if the grandkids come, they can be playing sand castles alongside of that platform while you sit and relax. Again, speakers throughout here as well, wired in for both kitchen, living room, dining room, and formal dining room. I can't get outside too far because of the rain, but here is the beautiful oversized back deck that wraps around the house, ensuring that you get sunshine all day long. There's also a walk-up and a gate for those of us with pets or children that we need to contain. I need to get out of there because the septic tank is open and it smells horrible. Next, we're going to make our way downstairs. So you'll see the detail of the railing here. Sorry for the mess, but we have several inspectors in here, and a nice view of the foyer from standing back in the living room. You then proceed down a hardwood staircase to the lower landing. The lower landing goes 2 ways. To the left, it's the entrance to the mudroom area and the garage, and to the right is the entrance to the lower living space, which I will now walk down. The first door on your right down here is access to the storage under the stairs, and there's also a plug-in here for housing a freezer. This, of course, is your pump up for your lower septic. And from there on the left-hand side, we have a lovely bathroom. We have 9-foot ceilings down here in this lower level in most locations. You'll see this 3-piece bath with glass-doored shower and beautiful vanity has the laundry inside the room as well. You will see various pot lights up in the ceiling and wonderful neutral ceramic floor. Then we walk into the living room. You will see already roughed in for Colin's wood stove, something that he's quite excited about. There's an access point in the garage as well, which I'll show you in a moment. So as I mentioned, down here we have 9-foot ceilings in most spaces and pot lights. So when you come out into the family room space, which has a large walkout down to the water, ignore the beep, that's the CO2 that requires a battery. You'll see that the ceiling goes up 9 feet and then pops down to 8 feet where the heat pump trunking is located. Down this end of the hallway, we have 2 bedrooms, 1 on each side. First one here looks onto the lake, again 9-foot ceilings. All of these bedrooms have large oversized closets, and as I mentioned a moment ago, all closets are lit. This may very well turn out to be Moira's workout room. Then in here you will see radon equipment in place for a radon test that we're about to do. You'll see also 9-foot ceilings, another large bedroom with a large closet. Walking back out through the family room, I will show you the access to go to the garage, which is the attached double garage. And again, it's at the foot of the staircase from the main level. And when you walk down into this mudroom area, you will see a very large oversized closet. Again, as I mentioned earlier, this closet is also lit. It's quite large. Then from here, we're going to walk out into our attached garage. So this is the large double built-in attached garage that you saw at the edge of the driveway. This is also a unique fixture where John has incorporated a clean out so you can clean your chimney in the garage instead of in the family room to keep the mess contained. Over here we have two very handsome inspectors who are going to be on camera, and this is our utility room housing our 200 amp panel, our water treatment system, set tub, hot water tank, and our geothermal heat pump system. And central vac. And now we're going to go back inside the house, through the garage, up the mudroom steps, and look at the view coming up the staircase from the basement. We're in the process of deciding which walls are going to be repainted and trims, and all of the floors on the upper level and stairs will be sanded down and redone prior to closing. Wonderful trim package, and I'll end my video by saying hi to Colin and Moira. Wave to your friends. Here they are in Nova Scotia getting ready to get things solidified on their purchase. This is Donna Herding from Nova Scotia, over and out.